Be good. Hey, what's up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Manchester City versus Liverpool. Nunez. Yeah, I gotta talk about Nunez. First things first. Look, I don't think he had a bad game. He didn't have a bad game, but he didn't have a good game either. I thought he had a poor game, not a extremely bad game, just a poor game. He leaves, as always, a lot to be desired. He leaves so much on his plate. And it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating to see. I mean, the only thing I could get behind Nunez is his work ethic. You know, like he loses the ball, for example, he hustles to get it back. And he did so in one opportunity, right at the beginning of the game. But what's the point if you lose the ball when you're supposed to not to lose the ball in the first place? Don't lose the ball. Don't lose the ball, you know? And for an elite striker, for, again, I keep repeating myself, for someone that plays for Liverpool, you should not be losing the ball that easily. Now, he didn't lose the ball constantly in this game, but he has a habit of doing that in other games. In this game, what I saw him do was just dubious, just doubting himself. It was an offside, but the chance was Soboslai that gives him the pass. It was an offside, but the way he controlled an easy pass. Yes, I know it's in real time. Yes, I know the play is going super fast. You know, one thing's watching, another thing's being in there. Trust me, I've been there. I know what that's like. But we're talking about an elite player. This guy's not. He's not playing in Gambia. You know, he's not playing in Burkina Faso. You know, he's not playing in the J League, right? And even then, I'm sure there's a lot of players that can control the ball way better than him. Take for instance Salah, right? You give him the ball any which way, and he's going to show you why he is the player that he is. The control that he has, you know, the control and being able to bring the ball down and just setting himself up to be able to pass, to be able to, shoot. Nunez just has a hard time with that. My God, man. And then the one that was a supposed handball that they were, the crowd more than anything, of course, were complaining. And he kind of bought into that. He wasn't sure if the ref was going to call it or not. And this was Liverpool attacking, mind you. And, he had Salah, I think, on the right, and somebody else was on the left, maybe Trent Alexander-Arnold, I can't remember who, or Jota, I think, because Jota was still playing. He was still on the field. And he just took, those 3 seconds were like infinity. It was just like forever. And by that time, Manchester City came back and just, they fell back and were able to replenish the defense. You gotta be more decisive up there, bro. Come on, buddy. You gotta be more decisive up there. It just key moments, key plays that Liverpool can make more out of the play than what ended up happening. And nothing happens. It goes nowhere. He gets dispossessed, or he makes the wrong pass, the wrong call. A bad decision. I can't. And he had enough chances. He had a good number of chances where, I guess from that angle, there were very narrow chances. All you can do is shoot the ball. Or can you? That's the thing. Can you? That's why they're there, to change our minds. One thing is you're watching and then they pull out something out of nowhere, and that's a rock star. That's a superstar. That's an elite player. That's a player that's playing for Liverpool, that's playing for Manchester City, right? For Madrid, for Barcelona, and he doesn't have that. He just doesn't have that. It's painful. And then sometimes out of the blue, he just ends up pulling these amazing shots from long distance, for instance, right? I just don't get it. It's frustrating. Sometimes he's on, sometimes he's off. He's very inconsistent. So I would say that was my biggest gripe. Aside from Alisson, I don't know what's going on with Alisson. Alisson made some wonky, weird decisions in goal. The one that it seemed just very, very lame, very weak from a top goalkeeper is the Kanji. Supposedly it was a foul. That was not a foul. He was already falling as he was going up in the air. You're a goalie. You're using your hands. Your reach is a lot longer than the defenders. No matter how tall the guy is, you're always going to be, because Alisson's not a short guy, obviously. So it's a lot longer than a Kanji's. And lucky for him, they gave him the foul. Otherwise, that was going to be a Diaz goal all day. And I thought it should have been. Because he's got to cut that out. He's got to knock that crap out. And then the pass in the 10th minute, I think it was to Foden. what are you doing, man? I think he was trying to lob it over to pass it to the left back, but he ended up giving it right to Foden. So that's about it. That's my only complaint for Liverpool. After that, I thought everyone had a good game. I thought everyone played good. Even TAA, Trent Alexander-Arnold, which to me, I don't know, I don't hear nobody really talk about this, but to me, he's another one that makes some questionable plays, some questionable calls, especially at the beginning and just giving the ball away. It's almost like routine for him to give the ball away. He didn't do that in this game, and if anything, I mean, thanks to him, they were able to tie, and that's what I mean. That control, the control that he got, and from the outside of the foot, being able to stop it within his axis, within perimeter, to be able to shoot. That's all I want. That's all I want from Nunez. You don't have to score every single time, but just, dude, hold on to the ball, control the ball. Do me a favor, just, I don't know, man. Read a book on controlling the ball. I don't know. They were talking about the British Airways pilots helping out the VAR staff. Give them a call. Maybe they'll be able to help you out on how to land a pass, how to land and control a ball. And sometimes he's able to control these very difficult balls. So in the end, I just wish he was a little bit better when it came to controlling the ball. Aside from that, for Manchester City, man, Bernardo Silva, I'm gonna refute, because I think a lot of people were saying that he was man of the match, because he was kind of a sleeper. He was just dominating and doing whatever he wanted, pretty much. Always finding the spaces, always very comfortable when receiving the ball. Then again, they're at home. But for me, Doku was just, glaringly obvious the better play. He was passing everyone at will. Everyone. He had a phenomenal game from Doku. And the goal from Holland, of course, really good swerving in and out from what's his name, Aki. But that was Alisson's fault. That was, again, Alisson's fault with the awful clearance. What was that? I almost didn't catch that until they ran the replay. And Holland, that's what I mean. He had more time, you can say, than Nunez, but the way he controlled the ball, 1, 2, and then the strike, right? That's it. And he didn't even strike it that well. He kind of struck it over the ball, right? Maybe you could even argue that Alisson could have saved that. He could have blocked that shot, but maybe because in the way that he ended up kicking the ball, that actually helped him to be able to score that goal. But what had me cracking up was Guardiola. It's almost like Guardiola was he was reading the second goal, or the first goal, the goal for Liverpool. He was already anticipating that goal. He looked worried as hell. Every shot that they took of Guardiola was just on the ground, crouching. He had this kind of like old lady pose, almost like biting his nails. I just thought that was funny. And I'm curious to know what happened at the end with Guardiola and Nunez. Didn't seem like nothing happened on the field, so I can't imagine what happened. But anyways, so Liverpool, hey, they did well. What I liked also about Liverpool, I think this is what I should have, I got carried away with Nunez, obviously. What I should have pointed out was that Liverpool brought it to Manchester City, because most teams in Manchester City at the Emirates would just play back and just wait and see what happens. And if we get a chance, if you give us permission, we'll be able to attack once in a while. Maybe just pass it back to Ederson, at most, right, at best. But Liverpool, no, man. Liverpool went all the way. They tried to go toe-to-toe. I wouldn't say they were completely, at the same level as Manchester City, because I thought Manchester City just had obviously more possession. They played a lot better. They were flowing a lot better. They had so many chances. City could have won this. So credit to Liverpool for being able to, I think, a bit of luck, but being able to hold on as long as they did the entire match, because there was some chances that should have gone in. This could have ended up a comfortable 2-1, 2-3-1 easily. Right at the end, Haaland with a flick header. Had he kind of redirected a little bit more, posture was a little bit up, instead of kind of that hunchback that he got into it, that he got on it, could have been right there. Could have been the decisive goal. Credit to City. City played really good, but Liverpool went in with that plan to attack, because at the beginning it was just Liverpool just pressuring them, and Manchester City being Manchester City, they found a way to get through, especially with Bernardo Silva. But yeah, I like the way Liverpool didn't back down. They definitely didn't back down, and it seemed like the old Liverpool, the 2017, 18, 16 maybe Liverpool. So yeah, really good game, really good game. Looking forward to because I didn't wasn't able to catch. I saw some of the Chelsea versus Newcastle, so I'll probably be uploading that one tomorrow. But anyways, thank you as always for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.